So have you ever felt like you're in the zone, like you're just really feeling in flow, and either you're working on a big project or you're just really feeling good and having fun, and all of a sudden something comes up where it feels really important and it really feels like it requires your attention. And so recently for me, this was the feeling like I needed to contact the IRS. And it almost seemed, urgent, that I really just had to get in touch with them. And it is really difficult to get in touch with them. And so I was talking to some technician. I was hoping they would give me the secret, and they basically just said the same thing, that it was really difficult. But then they said, don't worry, if there's any reason, they'll reach out. If there's anything wrong, basically, then they will reach out to you. And so I think, even though this is really like trivial example, I think there's so much wisdom in that statement, that if there's anything wrong, that it will come up and then you can deal with it when it comes up. And so much of our energy and time is spent trying to anticipate things or plan for things that just never even end up happening. And by the same token, a lot of times we're hit with things that we never could have anticipated or prepared for, and then we have to deal with them in the moment. And one more example, last night I actually stayed up until 3 a.m. comparing reviews of different probiotics because I was not happy with the one that I was currently using. And then in the end, the company offered to send me a free bottle of another one of their products. And so the whole reason, that I was even comparing the reviews was so I could avoid wasting more money. And then it turns out that I won't have to spend any additional money anyway. And there was no need for me to waste all those hours, and it was not important in the least sense, but somehow it seemed, like it was really important or really just needed my attention at the time. And so I think both of these just go to show that few things are really, truly that important, other than, unless it's contributing, to your mission or your life purpose, or it's just contributing to your overall enjoyment of life and enriching your life and enriching the lives of others. And so many of us, I think, we're kind of fed by the system into all these things that we think we need, all these different types of insurance, and there's just constantly, forms and regulations, and it creates like the state of worry constantly, like am I prepared for such and such, and just all natural disasters, being slammed with some expense you couldn't have anticipated, and ultimately death is what it all comes down to, right? Ultimately it's all trying to either prepare for death or avoid death, which ultimately that's what it is, right? It's like trying to outrun death, which of course is impossible, as we all know. And I actually take great comfort in the fact that we all know that we're going to die, but we don't know how and we don't know when. And so there really isn't any point in trying to prepare for it. Instead, we should just spend every moment of our time just enjoying our life to the fullest of our capacity. And that doesn't mean being reckless. That doesn't mean neglecting our responsibilities to ourselves or others, or just doing things, again, that are reckless, right? That sabotage our health or sabotage our career, or our relationships with others. But at the same time, we also shouldn't spend our time worrying about all these things and putting our energy on these things that most likely will have very little bearing on our life, either in the short term or certainly not in the long term. So with that said, I really hope that you enjoy your life to the fullest. I know it's such a cliche at this point, but it's something that I think the older we get, the more we neglect to do it, right? We always feel like we're too busy, or yeah, I'll enjoy my life when I retire, or I'll enjoy my life when I finish that big project. But to really just enjoy, enjoy our lives now, because we don't know what's around the corner. We don't know what's in store for us. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.